So, in today's video, we're going to talk about why you are obsessed with someone who you're not with or somebody who does not even want you. And no, this is not somebody who ghosted you, not somebody who hurt you. This is just somebody you just cannot stop thinking about, even if there is no real relationship there. You might not even talk to them that often, but somehow they have taken up this free residence in your mind, and no matter what you do, you just can't seem to let them go. Maybe it is that one time interaction you had with them, or how they made you feel and gave you all their attention in that moment. And now you cannot seem to get over it. You just cannot seem to get that interaction out of your head, and you've just romanticized the whole thing. Now you check your phone every 2 minutes and wait for their reply, wherein you know so well, you know this very well, that they won't even be replying to you probably before 2 weeks, and still somehow you feel that this is justified. But why? Because it is not really about them, it is about what they represent. You are in love with the potential and the idea of love that you love. It's the idea that if they like you, then maybe you finally feel enough. That if they choose you, then maybe you would stop questioning yourself, or maybe feel less bad for yourself. That if they loved you, then it would fix something within you. You are searching for that love that you crave so badly for yourself, and now you just caught a glimpse of it through this person. And that was also your perception of it. They maybe weren't even your ideal type, so to say. That obsession is not love, it's attachment to a fantasy. You're not replaying conversations because they were meaningful, you are replaying them basically because you are trying to pull out meaning out of nothing. Maybe it was a glance, a compliment, a half smile, and it loops in your head like it was some kind of a cosmic sign. And you here stand and pedestalize this person so high above you that it is now your energy that is glorifying them further in your head. But here's what is really happening, right? Your brain is using them as a placeholder to fill something unresolved within you. And I really understand that logic takes a back seat when it comes to heart, but you need to remind yourself of the facts that dilute when it is about your heart. Because what happens is, the longer you fixate upon them, you fixate on them, the more your mind turns them into something they're never even capable of being. And it is not their fault. They're not your soulmate, they're your projection board. And projections are safe because they never challenge you, they do not reject you, they do not ask you to show up, they do not make you change anything about yourself. They just exist in your head, which is so perfect, warm, distance, tailored to your needs, always lingering, giving you something to hold on to when you have nothing. And you know what? You know what? The thing is that sometimes we get so caught up in all this that we do not realize that after a while you like it. You like being sad. You like having this yearning for someone you cannot have. You like this so deliberately that all the efforts that you put into not going further into the spiral seems so useless afterwards. Now, the truth that might sting a little is that you're not in love with them. You're not in love with them at all, darling. You are in love with the way they could make you feel about yourself. This obsession thrives on potential, not presence. It's an addiction to the possibility, not that exact person. And if we look into it psychologically, this usually links back to the anxious style attachment. When you in childhood saw that love felt conditional or unpredictable, the mind learns to chase. It learns to hold on tighter when something or somebody pulls it away from you. So now, when you are as an adult, we mistake this chase, this pull or push, as a cosmic connection. Now you wait for breadcrumbs, like a like of theirs on your story, and you're calling it chemistry, you're calling it a sign. We misinterpret distance as depth. Longing equals to love because that's what love used to feel like when you were a child. You've trained, or your nervous system has been trained in such a way that it associates emotional hunger with emotional importance. So when somebody does not reciprocate, it does not feel like a red flag or something you should not be staying in. It rather feels like a challenge. But here's the line that you need to really, really hear. You are obsessed with what it would mean about you if they loved you back. And now let that land. Because once you realize this obsession is not really about this other person at all, and it is about you and solely you, you can start to take your power back. And no, it does not have to be like you need to hate them. You do not even have to like prove them wrong. It's just that they are not the answer to your prayers. They are never supposed to be. Another thing that you need to stop is you need to stop seeing everyone from this same lens of potential romance. Sometimes just let things be. Don't be so quick to define and get emotionally attached and invested with people. Just let things be, see where things are going, and just navigate through it. Maybe it could be a beautiful friendship that you're longing for. Maybe it could be a business connection and not always something romantic. All this to say is that you are maybe just chasing through them is a version of you that feels worthy. But you do not find that version by winning somebody else's affection. You find that by detaching from this illusion that somebody else holds your value in their hands. This whole thing, this fixation, this loop, this invisible string, you feel it is not love. It's a mirror. And the moment you start looking at it like that, you will stop asking, like, why don't they love me? And you will start asking, like, what part of me still believes that I am unworthy unless somebody chooses me? And that changes everything. Because as long as you will look outside of you, you're always going to crash land. Because your worth does not come from somebody liking you. Them not liking you says nothing about you. It says literally zero things about you. It does not define your worth at all. And I hope you understand this. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.